If you ever questioned Fox News as an unprofessional news network, think again, because there's a new kid in town. Somehow, in the land of some of the finest literature, we have these two lemons hosting a show on talktv, Britain's answer to what happens if you put a bunch of mugs together to discuss the news. Today we'll be looking at the amazing works from James Whale and Ash Gold, who seem to make the most amount of noise but produce the least amount of views on the talktv channel. Now, the bloke that resembles Humpty Dumpty is James Whale, who started his career in the 70s, but after several misconducts, such as telling his listeners who to vote during a mayoral election and laughing at a sexual assault victim, he would later find home at talktv. His other half, looking like Hagrid's rejected cousin, is Ash Gold, who honestly I couldn't find anything about. He's less a co-host and more a stress toy for James, who quite often loses his temper against him. You might be asking, Ishraq, surely they can't be as bad as you described them. Well, I'll leave that up to you guys in this next clip, when these two discuss the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan.
Something else that has annoyed me. You can't drive in the capital city of this country because the mayor of London doesn't like cars, yet he drives around in a great big flipping four-wheel drive. Very nice car, I used to have one. London's come to a standstill because of the ridiculous and stupid things this man comes up with. He's even written a book.
He likes cars, he just doesn't want everyone else to have it, so the roads are clear for him and his cronies.
Look, on this book, by the way, I don't know who I do know who printed it.
It's not very good quality,
but it's really shocking quality, isn't it? Absolutely
looks like
shocking.
self-published.
And it's because, you know, I've had a few problems with my vision lately because of one of my tumours. It's even worse. You can't read it. It's all, look.
Published by Starsky and Hutchinson.
No, I think that's a Penguin, isn't it? And this book, I don't like to do this because I don't think you should, but this book has made me feel, this book has made me feel so bad that, and it's badly put together, it's cheap and nasty.
Look how easy he can rip it.
Look, you shouldn't be able to rip a book up like that, should you?
You cover. What about the cover?
Well, do you want to do the cover?
Yeah,
Do you feel better for that? This book should not... You're making too much noise. This book should not... No book should be this easy to actually rip up.
I'm hating it.
I mean, it's...
Oh, horrible.
Think of a page.
It's not even tight. It doesn't even tight. Feed me a page, man.
Feed you a page.
Make it a good one.
Yeah.
No, I can't eat it. Fold it up for me. Come on. Do decent.
Let me finish doing the book. Look.
Ladies and gentlemen, what top quality news reporting from these two mugs. People have the right to criticize anything and anyone. That's not where I have the issue. But what is the purpose of buying a book, then munching on it on a news platform, like some 3-year-old? The story they were sharing was about the ULEZ expansion, which has affected a lot of working class people. But after watching that clip, all I got from it is that they don't like his book. But so far, I suppose it's harmless. But where I have a problem is the bullying tactics they apply to guests when they don't agree with them. Let's look at the following incident and how they treated their guest.
60 grand a year, nobody has any sympathy. It's the easiest job in the world being a train driver.
Is it?
So,
You've ever done it then, James? You drove a train. Have you drove a train? Have you drove a train?
I actually have sat in and driven one.
You sat in a train, you haven't drove one.
They wouldn't let me. You don't need to
it's
do anything.
It's the easiest job in the world and you've never done it.
The easier, you can laugh as much as you like.
It's the easiest job in the world.
It must be easy.
They
do it every day.
You don't even need a driver. And all you do is hold the public...
You do need a driver.
You don't. All the public, you're holding them to hostage at the moment.
There we go. Cliches. James, I've known you 20 years and you haven't changed your cliches.
It's not a cliche.
The government are holding
They haven't got any money. The government haven't got any money.
They've got plenty of money for wars. They've got plenty of money to give Ukraine. They've got plenty of money to give Israel. They could sell an arms to Israel. There you are.
Are you stupid, Steve? Are you completely nuts? Well, I mean, you come in here dressed in a scarf with a...
It's a Palestinian scarf.
Do you actually really support the Palestinians?
Absolutely.
You think that's a really...
What about Hamas? What about Hamas?
I defend the Palestinians' right to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Do you say Hamas, it was a resistance?
Sorry. I believe the Israeli government are a fascist government. I believe the Israeli government are a terrorist government.
It's a democratic government, though, isn't it? It's a democracy.
Oh, so that's the case.
No, I'm not having this.
So he's democratic, is he?
This is not on.
Of
You
course
want to
it's
talk rubbish? Go and talk to the BBC or some other.
But what do you think about the Hamas?
I don't
What
want you.
about, what about free speech,
Was
James?
Hamas a
You've got free
legitimate
speech.
action?
You're
Well,
saying it, but I don't need to listen
what
to
I'm
your
saying to you
report.
is that I condemn terrorism, whether it comes from Hamas or from the Israeli government.
You agree
Right, so it
that
has come from
With the
Hamas, but
Israeli
not from
government.
Israel. That's
Of
a
course
war,
it-
isn't it?
Of course it has.
Well, no, that's defending
Well,
themselves,
no,
isn't it?
because
Of course
it's
it
an
is.
occupied people.
Now, I don't like to discuss politics in this channel, so I won't say anything about the subject matter. But surely these two mugs need to realise it's not freedom of speech if you bring a guest on, he says something you don't like, and so you kick him off. That is by definition censorship. Where it gets worse is when Humpty Dumpty attempts to make the situation a physical matter and eggs him on to hit him when the guest refuses to leave.
A terrorist state. America's
Oh, well,
a
you think
terrorist
that,
state, and Israel is a terrorist
You do
state.
think that?
This is the reality of it. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Well, what, you know, it's not a terrorist state, is it?
It's a terrorist state.
Right, come on.
James, you're trying
Al,
to assault
come
me,
on.
James. You're
I'm
trying to
gonna
assault me,
you.
James.
I'm an old
don't-
man with cancer. You
Well,
can
James,
go on.
don't please.
Well, do what
don't
I
please.
ask and
No,
go.
I'm not going to go. And you won't be able to remove me, James, so please don't.
Why? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm making a statement. I'm making a statement here for
It's a
Palestine.
statement of rubbish.
Make
Just
a
shocking
statement
rubbish.
here for
Take your
Palestine.
book and go out and support Palestine. I know you want to hit me.
I'm not going to hit you.
Should the guest have left when the host was telling him? Probably. But does that give the host the right to make the situation into a fist fight? No. Anyways, I just thought I'd give my 2 cents on these two muppets. And yeah, that's about it.